boy. What up? It's your boy Blooiis with 2 Y's. That's just how you spell it. The fuck? But look, you ever had a friend that had some like a dangerous ass pet, like a lion or a tiger or a bear? Oh my. Hell no, you didn't. But you probably had one that had a motherfucking snake or some ball python. Used to feed it to rats and shit like that. Matter of fact, my nigga got a I think it's a ball python. I don't know. And he got a spider. What is it? A pink tail. Some shit like that. But yeah, ain't none of that friendly shit in this video. You thought you was a motherfucking lion tamer or a motherfucking scorpion king? Okay, get your ass stung in here. Let's see who the fuck fucking around with the fuck around. Exotic pets going wrong, yeah.
Unnamed Czech filmmaker. In 2014, the member of the film crew was attacked by a pet lion.
What the? Oh, that's fake. I thought that boy caught. How you catch a? I was about to say, how you catch a picture of that bitch bite that boy wrist off? Fuck. In 2014, nigga. That's some shit a nigga never seen.
Republic. While shooting a documentary at the owner's home, 53-year-old SS Basista was living with two adult lions, Alex and Majanka, which he'd raised since they were cubs. Basista received constant complaints from his neighbors, who described the felines as killers. Nevertheless, he and his family maintained they weren't aggressive. Alex and Majanka were allowed to roam freely around the house, and Basista would often join them in their rough and tumble antics. As the production crew arrived at their home, Stupeva, Majanka was wandering around the living room. Suddenly, she pounced on the back of a filmmaker and sank her claws into his flesh. The owners were on standby and, after a brief struggle, managed to wrestle her away. The filmmaker sustained minor flesh wounds.
Minor flesh? It's no such thing as a fucking minor tiger flesh wound, bitch. Motherfucking claws like that, motherfucking big on that motherfucker. The teeth on that bitch this big to get her the claw. Oh hell no, you dead. It was his guy was on his side. It wasn't his time, baby. It wasn't his time, baby.
Even though it would have taken mere seconds for Majanka to inflict critical injuries,
how the fuck do you even get close to a lion like that? You feel that comfortable with a fucking wild animal? Quit playing with me. I walk in your house right fucking now and I see a lion, I will not cross the threshold, bitch. You will never see me again. What the fuck? Don't invite me over here to no motherfucking zoo without telling me what the fuck going on, boy. Or girl. Whatever you identify as, you know.
Insisted that she was only playing. Number 9. Austin
Hatfield.
Florida teenager Austin Hatfield found a cottonmouth near his Wimorma home in 2014 and decided that it would be his new pet.
You wanted some shit that looked like that? That motherfucker looked like it got shit out the devil's ass, boy. What the fuck? Look at that eye. That bitch will bite your ass and you dead in 3 seconds, bitch. 3 strikes you out. Stop fucking around.
Though the snake possessed a deadly venomous bite, 18-year-old Hatfield kept it in a pillowcase.
What? You kept it in a pillowcase, bitch? Don't you know teeth go through cotton? It's a fucking cotton mouth. You try to put a cotton mouth. Hey, this nigga try to put a cottonmouth snake in a cotton pillowcase, bitch. That's why you got bit and it blew up your face all over the place, bitch. This nigga right here, he ain't got it all. That's why he in a motherfucking hospital bed with a Mr. Potato Head, looking like he almost dead. But I hope he ain't.
According to his best friend, Jason Belcher, the teenager would kiss the snake on its head and mouth, completely.
Man, what the fuck kind of people, like, what you gotta be from? Oh, they telling you where they from. But I would have thought you was from Australia or down under some place where you just see that shit when you come outside. You go to junior high, you done seen 300 of these motherfucking scorpions, motherfucking spiders, and poisonous snakes and shit. So they like you used to seeing this shit, but damn, what'll make you wanna pick that bitch up and give it a kiss on the mouth? Do you?
Disregarding the dangers to which he was exposing himself. Cottonmouths are known to be somewhat
Look at the fangs on that bitch right there. That little bitch will kill you. your family, your neighbors. That motherfucker got enough venom for the whole community. Stop it.
Shit nature, but will readily defend themselves
Hell
if
yeah.
they feel threatened. On a Saturday night, the snake slithered out of the pillowcase, across Hatfield's stomach, and off the bed. As the team tried to recapture it,
He do shit like this on a regular? Come on. You deserve to get bit, motherfucker. You look like prey. You look like something to eat.
Butcher was in the kitchen when Hatfield walked in and asked to be taken to the hospital immediately. He was in critical condition on arrival, but was treated with anti-venom. And
Nigga was on nigga. He got bit at the crib, went to the kitchen, asked for a ride. About time he get to the hospital, this nigga almost dead. For what? A pet snake? Come on, man. If you gonna risk your life for something, make it something worth it. Was it worth it, young Austin Hatfield, man? I wish I could get in touch with him asking, was it worth it, Mr. Austin Hatfield, my dog?
eventually stabilized. It was reportedly illegal for Hatfield to have the cottonmouth at his home.
And you got the shit, and it ain't even supposed to be in your possession. It's like having a gun illegally and shooting yourself somewhere that you could have possibly died. The dumbest shit ever. Some of the dumbest shit. We gotta get smarter. Look, you doing this shit for Instagram. Look, he doing this shit for the clout. He got Instagram pictures and shit. He throwing up them horns and all that shit. He think it'll make it look cool. You doing this for some pussy? Well, you better go. I used to work with a dude. What's his name? I forgot his name. He's a little short little dude, man. And he told us one day, just out of no fucking where, fucking blue skies, he said, I ain't had sex in a year. And I thought he was playing. You feel me? I thought the nigga was playing at least one time, nigga. He said he done stooped so low. He done went and bought him a pocket pussy. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I thought he was talking about jacking off in his pocket. And I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? You gotta stay away from me. And then a nigga told me, that ain't what it is, bro. That motherfucker went to the sex shop and bought him a whole little wham wop. You feel me? And I'm like,
The snakes require
my
special
bad. I don't know how the fuck we got on that subject though. I don't know. Number 8. Back on track. Oh shit, that's one of the scariest ones you ever seen in your life.
Identified by his first name as Vladimir, was killed
Oh,
by the king
shit.
cobra.
He got smoked. What the fuck? He got smoked. That ain't cool. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Cobra bite him while he was feeding it. Ate him instead. Ain't that about a bitch? 21 years old. Man.
He'd kept as a pet. The incident took place at the man's apartment
Look at you.
in the city of Togliatti.
Over
It was
there.
there that aside from the
Okay.
cobra, Vladimir also kept a green mamba and a red spitting cobra. His social media featured
Social
numerous
fucking media. See? I told you.
pictures of him and his venomous pets. His girlfriend, Anna, claimed that he'd like to play with the snakes and wasn't afraid of them. She was in the apartment.
So you did that shit to impress Anna. Anna got your ass in a pine box. See what I'm saying? If you ain't got the one that's gonna help you, if she ain't for you, she against you, my man. She ain't, nah. If you wasn't breeding them, wasn't no need to be feeding them. Cause you wasn't needing them, bitch.
The cobra. The animal had reportedly attacked him as he was trying to feed it. Anna immediately called
Too
an
late.
ambulance, but there was nothing more that the paramedics could do for him when they arrived at the residence. Within minutes of the bite, Vladimir had passed away in
Said
Anna's
it's
arms.
too late, said it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Man, that's fucked up. You see that little ass thing right there, man? That motherfucker skinny as fuck and it'll slice through anything. That bitch will slice through them boots that nigga was lifting weights in that other video that I made. That shit ain't funny though.
Number 7. Mikhail Prasek. 33-year-old Mikhail Prasek kept 2 lions, a male and a female.
Double trouble. Don't tell me both of them bitches got 20. That's a bad situation.
In the village of Zdekov, Czech Republic. He didn't have a license for the animals.
You notice that ain't none of this shit happening in America? Is they just... Oh wait, he must be from over there, okay.
Which had been breeded illegally.
The person who made this shit must be from over there.
Is of his own design. In spite of multiple fines and concerns expressed by local residents, Prasek refused to relocate his exotic pets or to allow anyone represented local authorities.
Look at that motherfucker right there.
They were at an impasse.
You want to be close to that shit? It don't look cuddly.
And keeping the lions wasn't
that motherfucker is huge. Bitch, if I punch that bitch in a rib one time, it ain't just gonna laugh at me. Bitch, that motherfucker is stronger than... Fuck.
Illegal due to a lack of alternative facilities in the country. Prasek made headlines in 2018 when he was out walking his lioness on a leash. A cyclist crashed into it. The cyclist suffered some scratches that required treatment, and local authorities at the time deemed it a traffic accident. In 2019, Prasek's father found him in the pen of his 9-year-old male lion. He had been fatally mauled and the pen was reportedly locked from the inside. Police were called to the scene and...
What? That don't make no sense. You locked it from the inside and you was stuck on the inside. So how the fuck you ain't locking and get out? Why the fuck you got a lock on it? So you got locked in dinner time? Come on, cuz.
Got both lions, an action they deemed had been absolutely necessary in order for them to retrieve Prasek's body. A local news outlet reported that the lioness was pregnant at the time.
This is the cutting-edge technology that is disrupting the roofing industry. A roofing product so advanced that it can lower your energy.
Number
6. Dean Armstrong. In August of 2012, a man from Cambridge, England,
hey, that motherfucker, I don't even like the way that shit look, dude. That shit look nasty.
After he was stung by his pet scorpion, Dean Armstrong had grown up surrounded by exotic animals, as his father had owned a zoo in the 1960s. Since his late teens, Armstrong had started
that boy had to have a C-section. Wasn't even pregnant.
Collection of reptiles and arachnids. He was in his early 40s when he got Sue the scorpion from a local pet shop. The owners had had trouble selling her because she only had one pincer, which meant that she struggled to hold food. Armstrong was trying to feed her a cricket when Sue whipped her tail over. The man had been stung or bitten by his pets numerous times, but remembered at that moment feeling fear for the first time. Within a minute of being stung, Armstrong collapsed. Fortunately, he was almost immediately discovered by his cleaner, who called the emergency services. He was rushed to Whipps Cross Hospital in East London, where he received a blood transfusion meant to flush the venom out of his system. When he woke up, he was paralyzed on the right side of his body and he couldn't speak.
That shit ain't worth it. What the fuck was you doing?
Armstrong was relieved about an hour later when the effect had passed, not knowing that it was only the beginning of his ordeal. The venom had severely damaged his pancreas and weeks later he was in surgery to have the organ drained of the toxins. Another year passed before he suffered further complications from the initial sting when a cyst broke in his stomach and he started vomiting blood. Armstrong underwent life-saving surgery. When he came to, doctors told him that they'd removed his stomach, gallbladder, half his pancreas, and some intestines.
What? That's like, man. He could have took a shot to the belly. What the fuck?
Even though he'd have to carry
Even though he'd have to carry a colostomy bag around for the rest of his life,
What?
Armstrong
You got a scorpion, now you got a colostomy bag for the rest of your life?
felt fortunate to have survived. Number 5. Sharon Miller. In the late 1990s, Sharon Miller purchased a
I don't want to see
tarantula
this shit no more. I ain't gonna lie to you though. So we gonna wrap that shit up like that. Hit that like, subscribe button. You wanna see that shit? Get on that motherfucker right there page and look at that shit, boy. Cause I ain't even trying to be seeing that shit, boy. It's Beast Blue Eyes with 2 eyes. Nigga, goodbye, good night, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you mean.